What you have just learned is the backbone of fitness, aerobic breathing. What we're now going to do is combine that aerobic breathing with isometric, isotonic, and stretch positions. You know, the derriere is an area that I had big problems with. I had no shape. This first position that we're going to do is called the back leg extension. And what it did for me was it lifted and rounded the derriere and gave me some shape. In other words, it kind of works against gravity. I'm going to show you what one looks like and demonstrate it. Then you're going to do it along with me. We get down on our hands and knees, and then we drop to our elbows. We extend one leg straight back without bending our knees. We flex our foot. Pointing is not acceptable. Flexing, because it works the glutes when you flex the foot. We will now do what I taught you in the first part of this tape, the breathing. As soon as you have rolled your stomach up underneath your rib cage, you will then and only then raise your foot as high as it can go and tighten up the glutes. Watch me, and then you can go along with me. All right, come on, your turn. Hands and knees, drop to the elbows, foot straight back and flexed. Do it along with me. If you have done this position correctly, you're going to have a burn back here that you haven't had in the past. The hamstring, to me, is the most unattractive area on anyone. This is where we women start to develop cellulite. And all cellulite is just deposits of fat. So when you increase the circulation to the area that you have cellulite, you'll see day by day the hamstrings start to stretch out and smooth out, and your cellulite will start to disappear. The position is called the bending thigh stretch. I'm going to demonstrate it to you, and then I want you to do it along with me. I'm going to turn to the side so you can get a better view. We're going to get in the basic position. We're going to do our breathing. When we get our stomach rolled up, we're then and only then going to straighten our legs up and bend down, grab the back of our ankles, and pull our head toward our knees. Now, don't be discouraged if you can't do this, because I'd be very surprised if you could the first time. So, day by day, you'll get better and better. You may start here, day 2, day 3, and all the way down. But everyone's got to start somewhere, and this is your somewhere. Watch. Wow, your turn. Come on. Wow, what a burn. When I ask my clients about the quads, they say they don't want anything to do with it. Well, what I'm talking about is not big quads like a bodybuilder. What I'm talking about is having some muscle show down the front of your leg in the summertime when you want to wear a pair of shorts. We're going to elongate the muscle and get a lean, tight look rather than a bulky look. Now, if you're interested in that, this next position is one you're going to want to implement into your daily program. It is called the toe pull, and this is one I learned from a ballet company in Houston. You know, Prevention Magazine says that youthfulness in our world is oxygenation and flexibility, and that's exactly what we're learning today. The position is called the toe pull. We stretch out on the floor just like this. We grab a hold of our toe, not the foot, just the toe, like I'm doing. Then what we do is we do our breathing, we get our stomach up into the lift position, and then we pull back. Pull, 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 and stretch. And you'll feel an intense stretch right down the front of the leg. It feels great. All right? Watch me first, and then you can do it along with me. Woo! Your turn. Ready? Wow, feels great. This next position is the most popular of all because it does so many things. You know, I spent many years of my life with back pain, especially arthritis in my low back. I couldn't even sleep at night. This particular position is one that solved my problems. I haven't had a back problem or arthritis pain for 5 years. What this next one will do is stretch and elongate the spine and takes the pressure off. If you have problems with your back or with arthritis, this is one you may want to incorporate. You can watch me first. It's called the cat. We get on all fours. We do our breathing. When we get our stomach up into the lift position, we're going to pull our back up and stretch it up like this, just like a mad cat. You can see how you're really stretching the spine. You pull it up and round it and hold it and then let it go flat. You start with your back flat. Watch. Try this with me. Boy, I love this position. It solves a multitude of problems. This next position is what I call public enemy number 2, outer thighs. It's where we look in the mirror and we've got these lumps on the outsides of our legs. We don't even own a straight skirt because we can't wear one. What we're going to do is learn a position that will eliminate those lumps. And instead of having lumps, it's going to smooth right out. It's called the pretzel. I want you to watch how I'm sitting. Legs crossed out in front of you like this. What we're going to do is put one hand on our knee, the other hand alongside of us. We do our breathing, we get our stomach up in the lift, and as soon as it rolls up under the rib cage, we take this knee and we pull, 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 and you'll feel a tremendous stretch on the outside where we have problems. Now I'm going to demonstrate it for you, and then, of course, you're going to do it with me. I don't think there's a woman on earth that doesn't have a problem with her outer thighs. I used to, but I don't anymore. So let's try it. Ready? Woo, feel that stretch. Come on, try it with me. Legs in front of us. One hand alongside, one on the knee. Ready? Wow, remember that you hold it for as long as you can. Start out with a count of 8. No more lumps for us. Inner thighs. a place nobody wants to talk about. And I don't know a woman alive that doesn't have problems with her inner thighs. In fact, when we stop walking, our inner thighs keep swinging. Disgusting. This next position we're going to do is going to elongate the inner thigh muscle, tighten it up. So when we stop walking, they stop too. It's called the butterfly. The way it works is we get on our hands and knees. We touch our toes together and back. We slide down on our knees. Now, when I demonstrate this to you first, I'm going to do it from the front. When you do it along with me, I'm going to turn to the side so you can have a better view. When I do my breathing and get my stomach rolled up underneath my rib cage, then I will press down against the floor, pushing my knees further out. You'll feel a tremendous stretch in your upper inner thighs, just where we want them. Watch. Woo! Come on. Down on your knees, toes touching, slide. When you get your stomach in the lift, press your knees even further down toward the floor, separating your knees. Boy, no more swinging thighs for us. One area that most women ask me about is arms. Everybody wants to have well-defined arms. This next position, the diamond, is going to get it for you. The way we're going to do this one is we round our shoulders around and put our fingertips together, just like this, just like a diamond. Then what we're going to do is lean up on our knees, and we do our breathing. When we get our stomach up into the lift position, then we take our fingers and press, press, press. You can probably see the tension in my upper arms. Then we let go. This, in a very short amount of time, you'll be able to see a difference in your upper arms. Let's try it. You watch me first. Boy, that feels good. You try it with me. Fingers together, round your shoulders up now, just so your arms look like a diamond in the shape of a diamond. Just the fingertips together. Don't start pressing until your stomach is up in the lift and you start holding your breath. We'll all have great arms. Turn up the volume. I don't want you to miss a thing. This is the #1 area that people have problems with, lower abs. You know, everybody's got a stomach that sticks out, and the reason why is because the stomach falls against the abdominal wall and pushes and stretches because it has no support. This next position is going to lift the stomach and pull it back flat, and we're going to end up with a flat stomach. The position is called the scissors. You can watch me, and then you'll do it with me. We're going to stretch out flat on the floor. Our hands will go under our derriere to protect our back. We'll do our breathing. When our stomach goes up into the lift position, then and only then we'll raise our feet about 6 inches off the floor and scissors, scissors, scissors. And if you don't think that puts a stress on your lower abs, think again. Watch me first and then you can try it. All right, all of you down on the floor, do it along with me. Well, I have a flat stomach, and you can too. Upper abs is another area that we have problems with, right up here. When we put a skirt on and we see an extra loop of skin that hangs over the waistline, that's going to be a thing of the past. What we're going to learn is a position called the holding crunch. Now, we've all seen the crunch, but this is just a little bit different. What we're going to do is we're going to stretch out, hands behind our neck, and instead of pulling up and down, we're going to pull up and hold it, because that's what puts most tension on the upper abs. We'll keep our head rolled back. What we see most times in the gym is we see people with their chin on their chest pulling up and down like this. What happens is they're using their shoulder and their head as the power to bring them up. We want our abs to do the work. And so what we're going to do is rock our head back, and we're going to pull up and hold. Hold, hold, hold. For a count of 8 and down. So you can watch me, and then, come on, we'll do it together. All right, folks, do it with me. Keep your head rocked back, pull up and hold it, and you'll feel your upper abs just pull. Wow. Flat stomach up and down. This next area is an area that everybody's got problems with, men and women alike. Now, men gather their excess right here in the form of a spare tire or handlebars. We women get it all the way down, so when our husbands give us a pinch on the side, they can get a whole handful. This next position is called the side stretch. This is going to stretch out the side muscles here and eliminate the handlebars. And it happens very quickly. Day by day, you'll look at yourself, and those handlebars will start getting smaller and smaller, and we women will start to tighten up. So, I want you to watch me first, and then, of course, we'll do it along together. What we do is we start in our basic position. We get our stomach up into the lift, and when it goes up into the lift, we take this foot, stretch it out, take this arm, put it straight up, and bend over and reach. Reach, reach, reach. Don't just be happy to just bend your arm like this. You're going to reach because you really want to stretch out so it goes from the arm all the way down to the waistline. And we hold that for a count of 8. Watch me. Boy, you'll feel that stretch fast. Try it with me. Nice and tight. What a stretch. Every exercise program I know about works from the neck down. Not long ago, I taught a renowned plastic surgeon how to do this technique. And he said, Greer, it only makes sense. The facial muscles are just like the muscles in the rest of your body. If you work them, they will respond too. He said that most people start to get sag right in here, and then it works under the eyes and then all over. So what we're going to do is we're going to stretch the face, we're going to exercise the muscles, and we're going to lift and smooth out the skin. When you bring blood to the skin, you create more elasticity in the skin, which of course gives you a younger look. The name of the technique is called the lion. And some of you may know this, but we've added a few new things to it. You're going to watch me first, and then you'll follow along. It starts with a low O, stretching the skin at the bottom part of your face. We'll then accompany it with sticking your tongue out. You can see the stretch. We will then look up so we can work underneath the eyes. And we'll hold our breath for a count of 8. Now, I'm going to demonstrate this, and then you'll do it along with me. Watch. Wow. Bringing blood to the face and oxygenating the blood is the most cleansing thing you can do, besides skimming 10 years off the way you look. Your turn. Whew. A renowned surgeon from San Francisco of the stars says, facial exercises reduce, perhaps eliminate the need for plastic surgery, and definitely slows down the manifestations of aging. That's for us. I don't make any claims that you can look 20 when you're 50. But what I do say is that you can skim years off the way you look just by doing this exercise. One of the areas that I hate most is neck. This particular area becomes very crepey and drapey as we get older. So, of course, what we want to do is we want to tighten it up. This particular position is called the ugly face, and it's self-explanatory. I'm going to demonstrate it to you, and then you'll do it along with me if you can keep from laughing. The way it starts is you're going to underbite, which means put your bottom teeth over your top teeth like this. Feel the stretch. Then you're going to tip your head back and stick your neck out, and you'll feel a tremendous stretch from your chin all the way down. You can watch me do one, and I think you'll get the idea. Okay, your turn. No double chin for us.